Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the most unprepared session in the history of sessions.
Not wrong.
Um, I got home 20 minutes ago. So when last we saw each other, uh, everybody had gone their separate ways, and I think we will pick up with Zara in the morning at the Rook's Guild House.
Cool. I'm gonna get up relatively early, take a quick shower, and get dressed, and wait for the contact that Carol had said she was gonna, or said they were gonna send. Don't mind me misgendering my own character. I'm sure that's definitely fun.
That happens. I do it too. Okay, so yeah, you're up. You get through your shower, you get dressed and everything, and about maybe 5 minutes later, there's a quick knock on your door.
Alright. I'm gonna go over to the door, and my fur is gonna be kind of soggy because I just showered like 5 minutes ago. But like it's not like it's just like damp, and I tried to brush it down without making it fluffy because yeah, no. So I'll open the door and be like, hello.
All right, and you're greeted by an old, bald-headed dwarf. Actually, surprisingly, looks a lot like Blood.
Okay, well that's
Um,
handy.
his beard is bigger and more dwarfly, but bald head, big, dark beard with braids in it. Um, he looks at you and extends a hand and goes, "Name's Brew."
I'm Shas Ali. I'm a probationary recruit, and I'd like shake his hand.
He shakes your hand. You notice his hands are like heavily calloused. Um, like he regularly beats the shit out of people with them.
That tracks. Just out of curiosity, because personal bias. Is this Bruno? Like,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
The guy from Kaz's backstory, yeah.
So
His beard is laced with silver, but like gray and black. And he goes, "So I'm supposed to take you down to the armory?"
yeah, I think has said as much.
And he'll look at you and go, "All right, well, follow me. I'll take you downstairs, past the infirmary and everything there, and takes you to a counter where there is a uh, elven lady standing behind it, and she's missing an eye, gray hair, uh, definitely seen some years." And she looks at you and goes, "Oh, you're the recruit that the guild master gave me a requisition for, right?"
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, we got everything but the magic item for you.
Oh, well, thank you. Honestly, I didn't think it. I was kind of assuming it'd be a bit of a long shot to get anything.
You're with the Rooks, kid. We take care of our members.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm with the Rooks. Definitely not a recruit that might get kicked out tomorrow.
If the boss is giving you this gear, you're okay. hands you a revolver, some rations, a utility belt, and a bundle that's wrapped up and sealed very, very tightly. Hands it to you, and then like a case of ammo.
All right. How much, just so I know what to write?
Everything you asked for, except for the
No, like the ammunition. Is it like one case from the, or is it like a case of 40 or just?
Oh, it's like 24.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Zara's gonna like nervously scratch behind the back of their ear and be like, "So I know I gave a less than stellar report yesterday. Did the guildmaster have any like instructions or last minute things that I missed?"
Brew sort of smiles and goes, "Oh, this was just the first stop. Next stop's their office."
Oh, great. Oh, okay. Quickly puts the gear away into their bag and shoulders like a duffel bag and is like, "All right, ready when you are."
And he takes you to the guildmaster's office and knocks on the door and just goes, "Oh, Kaz, your recruit is here." Kaz looks up from paperwork and just is like, "Oh, it's early. All right. I assumed you'd want to take some breakfast or something first."
You did stress the importance of the mission, so I figured I'd get it right underway.
All right. Come on in. Have a seat. Thank you, Brew. And he'll nod and close the door on his way out. Do you
sit
go
down
in and take a seat?
and wait. Yeah.
Okay. And Kiramud looks at you and kind of grins and goes, "Glad to see you're taking it seriously. So your compatriots don't know this, but I've been observing them for the past week or so. And I've been filing reports with my partners about the travels of these people to keep them apprised of any up and coming potential problems. I'm handing that job over to you. You are to make reports and have them on my desk every time you come back to Vonphian."
Discreetly, I assume?
Yes. Any questions?
Right. No, ma'am.
They'll nod and go, "Good. Now go get some breakfast. I have a feeling you have a full day ahead of you."
All right.
You needed directions to Ilamathri's warehouse, did you not?
I believe you had somebody send a dossier over here last night. It was in there.
Okay, good. Sorry, I haven't slept.
You're good. You definitely don't need to apologize to me. No offense.
Good. All right. I look forward to your report.
Okay, good luck. Hope you get some sleep soon, Guildmaster.
He'll laugh and just be like, "Kiramud's fine."
All right, well, awkwardly sits there and waits to be dismissed.
Kaz looks at you and goes, "I told you to go get breakfast. Oh,
Sorry. Yep, definitely that scurries out.
all right. So you go get some breakfast. We're gonna leave it at that. Dre, you and Ketla, did you go home last night, or did you spend the night at the university?
Definitely spent the night at the university. I don't think I physically could have made it home with the.
Valid.
I think I got to level 2 exhaustion. I don't think it would have.
Yeah.
Getting home would have been feasible.
Yeah, that's probably wise.
That being said, I would have called Gregory about Tristan, and I would have asked Gregory to bring him in because I was going to talk to Ketla about turning on my laboratory into a living quarters while we deal with what's upstairs above us.
Okay.
So what, does she have any thoughts on that, or is she kind of just nodding along as we go?
She's just sort of like, okay, I'll have to get some things from home, but yeah, I can work with that.
Do you want to grab Tristan? Take my bike. It's already got Tristan's seat attached to it.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. And
Okay.
she like trundles off to go go grab your bike and head over to the Schmidt's house and pick up Tristan and go back to your place and grab some supplies and her school stuff and whatnot.
Okay. While she's doing that, I am going to. Would have Illumathri given me like a place to call, or does she like a way to contact her?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd have a number for her warehouse.
Okay, I would go up to the dean's lab, and I would I would find a phone, and I would call Illumathri and say, give Illumathri my number, and say if you need me for anything, I will be here. Just give me a call.
She'll just like answer the phone and be like, yeah, okay, that's fine. I believe Raven has something that needs to be identified, so I'll send them your way. They can maybe give you a hand. I don't know.
I doubt it. But I can for sure get Raven's blade identified. Yeah, I'm gonna be figuring out how to hatch this egg. So I will be here working on my thesis, and with that, I will hang up and just start. I'll just sit down and look at the egg and try to figure out where to even start. Oh wait, I got access to like the dean side of the library, right? Like where the like.
Yes.
I'm gonna start by going there.
Okay.
So, yeah, I guess I show the card to whoever I have to. Who is clicking?
Yeah.
It's driving me insane. Oh, okay, it's done. Do I get into that part of the library with ease?
Yeah. You show them the card and they let you in, no problem. What exactly are you looking for?
I need history on dragons. Anywhere I can start, a starting point.
Okay.
Like maybe yeah, I could even start in like lore. Like maybe there's some mythos. Doesn't have to be historical, but some mythos.
Yeah. Roll me an investigation check, just to find what you're looking for.
I'm just gonna double check here. That'll be with advantage.
Yes.
That'll be.
Oh my god. Only a 6.
That'll be
you
that'll be a 5 or a 4.
Oh yeah. That'll be a 5 because you had advantage. Okay. Well, for those watching at home, he rolled a 1 and a 2.
Okay.
So you kind of get turned around in the restricted section of the library because it's just like stacks upon stacks. It's not like brightly lit. It's not like necessarily super clearly labeled. Every book has a tag on it, but like the sections aren't super clearly labeled. It's like you have to know what you're looking for and whereabouts roughly it would be because this is the restricted section of the library. Everything in here is sort of just alphabetized and filed by like the Dewey Decimal System. So you get turned around, you take a while. You do find a couple of books here and there that would mention dragons and some of the mythology behind them and like the fact that there is a natural wonder that is known as the spine of the world, and it's thought to be the basically the corpse of a like ancient draconic god, but nothing like real specific about any kind of time period or anything, or definitely nothing about how to hatch them.
That's better than what I thought. I thought you were going to give him like a children's book and yet be like, this mentions dragons.
There's no children's books in the restricted section of the library.
Fair.
If only.
Okay. Well, I am going to go back to my office and leave a note for Cutlass saying I'm going to be in the library for a while. I know you have. It's a weekday in the week calendar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave her a little like I love you note. Have a good day in school. Like, don't do good.
All right.
And then I'll tell her where I am, and then I'm gonna head back down.
I'm going to switch over to Raven and Getsu while you do all that. You guys wake up in the guest suite at Ilamathri's workshop / warehouse and are met by her second in command, a tiefling named Eros. And he looks at you guys and goes, boss wanted me to make sure you guys got some breakfast, so I ordered some goodies from one of the bakeries. They're downstairs. Help yourselves. If you need to go anywhere, just let me know. I'll get one of the guys to drive you wherever you need to go.
Much appreciated.
Raven will just nod, not sure what to exactly react to this.
She's in her office doing the paperwork, I guess, the books. I don't know. She was pretty secretive this morning. But I don't think she's leaving the office today.
Well, it seems we've got the day to ourselves.
I suppose we do.
I do want breakfast. Is that steaks?
Eros would look at you and be like, no, but there's sausage rolls.
Oh. I suppose that will do. Yes, let us
He's just sort of like looks at you and then like shrugs and like, sorry, didn't exactly have time to take your order.
Meanwhile, Raven's just like vaguely in confusion at anything past steaks. Everyone's like, I know what that one is. I don't know what any of the rest of this means.
Thanks, I guess. Yes, let us go at feast. What about juices? Do you have orange juice?
He would be like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we have some in the icebox.
Perfect. Orange juice and sausage. A delightful breakfast, if you ask me.
All right.
All right, so you guys go down, grab breakfast. What else do you do?
Ketsu is just very into this food. After he like at least gets halfway through, he's like, "Did we need to do anything today?"
I don't know. Did we?
I'm not exactly
Uh,
sure. I was in a weird.
I just
hot
kind of,
haze.
we just kind of came here with Illa, and she's busy now, so I don't really know what we do now
Where's Dre?
at the university.
I see. And our new friend.
I think she's at her guild thing.
Well, was there anything in the city that you would like to do?
I don't know. I don't really wander around the city much other than like when I need things. But I seem to have, I guess, everything I need here.
Yes, I don't tend to wander the city myself. I stick to the shadows. I don't need
Yeah,
anyone
I
knowing who
stay
I am.
underground. I don't know the streets.
Maybe someone could need our help or something.
Yeah.
I'm always up for helping the poor souls in the city.
Can I ask a question out of character?
Go for it.
Just because of the sheer temptation, it would be really wild fun to like take Getsu and Raven on a Rook's job.
That would be funny. You can always take the chaos
Wait.
duo.
It'd be fun gold. And,
That is true.
But I wanted to check with you first because I like obviously that would probably involve some form of combat.
We'll see.
Right?
Raven, you would remember that Dre said he'd get your sword identified, the Kopesh.
Dre
So
said he wanted to get my sword identified or looked at or something. But I don't exactly know how to get to the university or if he's even there.
Well, that would give him the most room to study that dragon egg he received. He seemed very into it.
Yeah, and that's where we left him yesterday, so maybe he's still there.
I did
But
let
how did we get there?
Ilamothri know that I'm going to be at the college.
Arrows
Yeah.
did offer you guys available places. Just
We could ask the other tiefling if he could find out if Dre is at the university and if he'd want to look at the sword.
Yes, that sounds like a grand plan.
all right, so you finish up your breakfast. There's still a couple of like croissants and stuff left over. It's all really good quality, like really nice food. Eros comes down from Illa's office and goes, your short friend with the wings, I don't know his name. Anyway, he's at the university and he said something about getting a sword identified or some shit like that. You guys want to ride there?
That would probably be good. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And it's right about this time that Zara would show up at the warehouse.
quick question.
Yo.
I forgot while I was with the guildmaster, but considering that like I'm not with everybody all the time and therefore can't keep as detailed a report, can I like borrow the records from the Spires to like fill in any blanks?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And yeah, that was everything.
Okay.
So I'll guess I'll knock on the warehouse door.
You're greeted by a like 6.5 foot tall tiefling guy. He looks at you and goes, "You're the new one that found them out there. Come on in."
Thank you. The name's Zara Shasali. I'm
He
a probationary recruit with the Rooks.
He would smile and go, "Piece of advice for you," as he offers his hand.
Tilt's head. Sure.
Don't tell people you're probationary with the Rooks. Just tell them you're with the Rooks.
Yeah. I like to be honest.
Honest in your line of work? That's
just with the people I work for.
Honest in that line of work with this group.
He would nod and be like, "All right, well, still, you're still with the Rooks. They don't need all of that info, just that you're with the Rooks. Might get you places."
Awkward shuffling.
He like points with his horns. He's like, "Follow me this way," and takes you into the back room where Getsu and Raven are just finishing up breakfast.
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Hello, new
Morning,
friend.
Raven. Gets you.
It's a pleasure to see you again. How are you doing tonight or this morning?
Better now that I got the sand out of my fur. Damn, Digi.
Oh, I get that as well. I hate it when I get sand in my tail.
So
Very hard. And I hate licking it clean.
You
I
don't
don't like the taste of sand.
shower it off?
Occasionally I do, but when you're on the road, you only have yourself.
What about your bendy water?
I use that as well, but, you know, you can't always fight your animal instincts.
Sure.
I thought you would understand such a thing.
Sarah growls slightly and goes, "Well, we aren't supposed to. We have to keep a tight lid on that in the Rooks because the nobles get upset if you act certain ways around them. Less likelihood that you would get hired again.
Nobles are weird. I don't like nobles.
Not all of them are like
I
that.
see that.
Just a couple.
No, I don't like any nobles.
I can't say that I'm a fan myself. I tend to... Well, I probably shouldn't say in front of you, actually.
Zara blinks and goes, I mean, yeah, maybe not.
Yes, I do nothing. Nothing at all. Anyway, what were your plans today?
Well, I'm here on assignment from the Rooks. They've extended my contract with to protect Ilamothri. But if she's busy here, then I suppose I could hang out with you all and do whatever it is you guys want to do.
Yeah, she's in her office. We were gonna take my sword to Dre because he wanted to study it.
All right.
Wonderful. A trip to the school, correct? I've
Think
never been
so.
to this school.
That explains a
Well,
lot.
no. I've never been to it.
I sort of was there when we were dropping off Dre, but that's it.
It's beautiful and large.
It's a building.
They do all tend to look alike after a while. Let's hurry. I must see this building. What knowledge it may have inside. He'll transform to his fox form and jump on Raven's shoulder.
All right. Eros will like go over to one of the side, like to the side, grab the phone, make a call, and then he's like, "All right, one of the boys will be up with a car, and they'll take you to the university and wherever you need to go after that."
We appreciate your time.
All right. Okay.
Everyone is so kind to us.
I'm gonna clean my revolver and load it.
Getting ready for whatever may happen.
Better to be familiar with the weapon that you're going to be using rather than not.
That's why we're going to go study the sword.
I needed something to do while the car was getting here.
I can't wait. I wonder what kind of sword you've gotten.
I don't know. It's clearly got some form of magic, but I don't know what type.
Maybe while we're there, we can get a book on the whole spirit water stuff you were talking about.
That water was magnificent. It felt amazing, like no other water I've ever felt before.
You okay, Kiarika?
Yeah, just out of it. Trying to figure out what the fuck that sword's gonna be.
We have reached the point you're gonna have to figure it out.
I know.
If only there was a roller where you could just press it and be like, "Oh, it's that."
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Do not expect the sword to actually be studied the next day.
No, I totally did. I just spaced out because I have the new job and stuff, and
Yeah.
completely forgot that I needed to figure out the sword.
Sorry, I'm very sick.
You are okay.
Fine. I'm one of my friends I play games with is also very much sick. I'm used to that.
Fair.
It's that time.
It's going around.
Yep.
Yep.
Struggle bus is real.
Oh yeah. Okay, so about 3 minutes later, somebody comes to the door and goes, "I was told to give you all a ride to the university."
Yep. That's the three of us.
Hello.
All right. He's like, three, and then Getsu says hello, and he's like, "Oh,
The
three."
fox.
Yes, I'm the
Fox.
third.
Okay.
Do not discount me. I'm quite
I-
formidable.
All right. Sorry about that.
No one ever expects the fox.
Except
Oh,
Harvin Thrall.
Have we long
I
rested,
think
by
that's
the
the only
way?
case.
Have we what?
Long rested
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that would be overnight. Yeah, that
Okay.
would have been.
Okay.
I
So
think
can press
twice
my
since
one
you were
button.
last with us to play, or
That makes
3
sense.
times, something like that. It's been
That checks
multiple
out.
nights.
Okay, perfect.
Alrighty. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I figured out what your sword is.
Yeah.
All right, that's good to know.
Now I can tell you. Alright, so you guys go down to the car, I assume?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna follow everyone to the car.
Alrighty. So you get down to the car, the guy drives down to the university, takes you about 20 minutes. Traffic's not great this morning.
Oh no. This is why I keep to the shadows. I never have to worry about this.
No traffic underground.
Exactly. And who would like to sit in this traffic all the time? Horrid.
I mean, when they pay you by the hour, it's just extra money.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm paid by the hour.
I
Sucks
don't
To
think
be fair, I
so
don't know if
either.
I'm paid at all. So.
Wait, you guys
Isn't
are
that why
getting
you?
paid?
Isn't that why you?
Raven's
that
over
why
here
you-
with the vague notion of what being paid is.
Isn't that why you took a job from Willis so she'd pay you?
Sort of.
Right. Okay.
Wow.
Alrighty. So you guys get to the university. Getsu, it's your first time seeing it. Zara, have you been here before?
At the academy,
Yeah.
probably like once or twice at least. I'm assuming my dad would have studied a little bit there, and
Yeah.
and yeah, maybe like gone on a couple field trips. Who knows?
Cool. It is a very grand building. It is huge. It is, well, it's multiple buildings, but the main one that you go to is quite large. Domed ceilings, couple of like minaret style towers. It's quite beautiful. The ceilings, when you get inside, are all mosaic designs, and you are greeted by a receptionist who's just like, "Oh, hello, how can I help you?"
Hello there. It's a pleasure to meet you. We are here to see a friend of ours.
Ray.
Ray. Okay.
Yes.
Do you know his full name?
Draythalon, he's a PhD student.
Oh, Draythalon. And she'll like look through the archives or not archives, the like staff phone list and be like, "Oh, he's more than a PhD student. He is on staff. Yeah, I can call his lab." And she's calls up Dre's lab. Dre, your phone starts ringing.
Hello?
Hello, is this Draythalon?
Yes,
Did I get
this
the right
is Dre.
number? Okay. You have some guests here. 3 of them: a tabaxi, a fox, and a tiefling.
He'll
Oh.
just nod.
Oh, you can send them up. And well, since they're here, can you send the dean down to my office if you could, please?
Oh, okay, yes, for sure. I will give her a call.
Thank you. And hang up the phone and go back to pacing around my room.
Okay. Trying to get the wording on your note to Ketla just right. Okay, so you guys get a student escort to take you down to Dre's lab. You guys go through this main building, outside to a secondary building, and then like down a flight of stairs, and you get into like one of the lower levels where there's a bunch of labs, and he's like, it's like the last one on the left.
Much appreciated.
Thank you. I guess Raven will knock on the door of the lab.
Who is it?
It's us, Stray.
Oh, here. Let me give you guys access. I'll walk up to the door, open it, and just say your guys' names and say you guys can come in now.
My, how secure. This place is grand.
Yeah, you think this one's secure? You should see the deans.
My goodness.
Well,
Now I'm curious.
yeah, you might. I would not do that unless you're willing to give up a lot of blood.
Oh, it's that secure. Interesting.
It's probably more secured now than it's ever been, as there's a lot of goodies in there. The dragon egg we found is in there. As
Okay.
well as that scepter we found. It has divine powers from the deities to bring the world together.
Oh, that's
Wow.
interesting.
So yeah, have you guys heard what's going on with Harbin?
I have
No,
not.
No?
He has proclaimed himself king.
that would explain my guildmaster's behavior.
That's not good.
Remember that necklace I was talking about? Yeah,
Yeah?
it has the power to level a city.
Oh no.
So
I see.
kind of what me and the dean talked about last night is we gotta get this egg hatched. It's our means of victory against him.
Okay.
I
So
understand.
the dean, I did call for the dean. She should be down any minute to come check out that blade of yours. And she did say you can. I did tell her you are keeping it, as it is your reward for the grave robbing. And she was fine with that.
I'm definitely keeping it. Unless it's like gonna hurt me, but I'd like to keep it.
So
Sure.
I don't know a lot on magical objects, so
I don't have much in here for rec stuff, but if you guys just want to take a seat on the couch, you guys might notice I have about 2 cots set up in the corner as well as Tristan is here.
How lovely. I am most gracious for your hospitality.
So I will going to continue. I'm going to go back to my pacing as I am stuck and stumped on what to do right now. So don't mind me, and I'll just proceed to start walking around the room with my arms behind my back in circles.
would the magic water that Getsu took help the egg, you think?
I drowned that egg in that water. I'm not too sure.
Oh no.
Okay.
And
You know,
I am not. Go ahead.
I've never asked my dad how old he is, but maybe he would have some ideas because he's traveled the world quite a lot of time and he is a paladin.
Is your father still alive?
Yeah, he's a warforged. He runs an orphanage not far from here.
Maybe let's go there after we get this sword identified.
Your father is a warforged.
Yeah, his name is Methuselah S. Mouse. Well, there.
How old is he?
I've never had the courage to ask that question.
All right, then I have an idea. I have a line in front of me to follow, and we should follow that. But first, we need to get Raven's sword identified. So we just wait patiently. There's some books to read, but Getsu, I doubt you can read any of them.
No, I must practice on my own book.
It's learning.
All right. As you guys are talking, there's a quick knock at the door, and you see a very, very pale-skinned drow lady in like a fine purple and black gown, gloves on, and like an amethyst necklace. Her hair in like a tight bun so that it's out of her face while she does her work. And she just looks at everyone and goes, "Ah, Dre, I assume these are your friends?"
Friends, yes, you could say that. This is Getsu. He is the fox. We have Raven over here. They need their sword identified. They're the ones I was talking about last night. And this is our rook member. I hear you are close with the rooks.
She would grin and be like, "Well, their guildmaster is my wife."
Partner.
Yes. So this is one of their new recruits. Did you get promoted from that last mission you did there?
Yeah, I'm definitely with the Rooks.
So please come on in, Dean.
She comes in and she looks at Raven and goes, "I hear you have a sword that needs to be identified. I would be pleased to do the identification for you."
All right, but you got to give it back. And Raven
will.
will take the sword out of his bag.
And she'll take it and she'll look at it. And now that you're seeing it in like good light with fresh eyes, it has like sort of a scale pattern along the handle, and then like letters that look kind of runic, but also kind of like they could be made by like claws or like simple tools carved up near the spine of the blade. She looks at it, pulls out a pearl from a pouch on her belt, and like crushes the pearl and opens her hand, and like this bright flash of light shows up, and she like runs it over the blade. And the light fades as she gets to the tip. She grabs it by the spine and hands it back to you. She goes, "This is a Dragon's Wrath weapon."
Raven takes it and looks at her confused.
It's weak, but it wields the power of a dragon's breath.
What's that mean?
I'm not positive what state this is in, but I would hazard a guess that it is slumbering. And what that might mean is that if you strike a foe with a fierce blow, it might deal damage to nearby targets.
Oh, okay. My spells do that anyways.
Raven, you really need to watch your P's and Q's around the Dean.
Raven just having absolutely no knowledge of how important a person is.
That is such a wonderful
she-
weapon.
She sort of grins and goes, "It's fine, Dre. I understand that not everyone you've associated with recently has been from an education background.
Oh, but we get the job done.
And
I'm
as
quite
we're in the
efficient.
room with two people who have definitely never been to school.
Don't
No.
think Ilamothri has either, and you are very familiar with her, the silver-tongued witch, I assume, Dean?
Yes, I'm familiar.
Yes. So they're not the shade, not the cleanest bunch of people, but you know.
How
I
many
beg
people
your
can we
pardon.
have who have never been to school?
I am quite clean. I lick myself clean every night.
Oh, thank you, Dean. You'll see the straight hand go to his forehead. Thank you, Dean. I have an idea. We're gonna go talk to some her dad, who's a warforged. He might have some answers, but is there anywhere you suggest that I go next? I walked around the restricted section of the library in circles.
Yeah, it can be confusing the first few times. You might try looking for something regarding the third Vonphian dynasty next time you go to the library. They are the last known kingdom to be associated with dragons.
Sounds good. Thank you, Dean.
Of course.
And
And
is the dragon egg still safe up in your lab? I feel extra more safe in your lab than mine currently.
yes, it is safe.
Okay.
And she'll she'll fuck me. She'll take her leave, go back up to her lab, and go teach some lectures and things like that throughout the course of the day. So, Asti, what you have is a slumbering dragon's wrath weapon. You have to determine what the weapon damage is, but whenever you roll on a d20, whenever you roll your d20 for attack, if you roll a nat 20, each creature of your choice within 5 feet of the target takes 5 elemental damage of the dragon's breath weapon type.
Fun.
Nice. Oh, you got your sword identified?
Yeah, I did.
That Dean. Quite interesting.
So only one of the strongest people in the city.
So I see. I understand.
Well, shall we take our leave to the orphanage now?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
no.
before we go, there's a slight rule that my dad has. You guys aren't allowed to bring any weapons, myself included. It's just for the safety of the kids.
I'm just gonna stare at you for a second. Look down at my gun that's on the table and stare back up at you.
I'm gonna glare back and be like, "Do you know how long it took me to earn my gun?"
This is my child.
Surely you can leave it in the lab.
I'll just like kind of walk up to Lilith and just lean in. I'll be back. It's okay. You'll be okay. And I'll kind of just kind of pet it a bit and just say, "All right, let's go."
Raven just like stares. Last time I left my weapons behind, it didn't go well.
It's just while we're in the orphanage, you can leave them in the car, or I think he's got a supply room that you can set stuff in. I can ask.
Fair point.
Raven's just like, this is upsetting.
Meanwhile, Dre's having a full-on blown meltdown.
Last time we left our weapons behind, look what happened.
We almost got killed again.
Exactly.
I could ask him to meet us somewhere else if that would be more preferable to you.
I don't like it, but I'm fine being without a weapon.
It's all right. We'll be okay.
Does he want me to get rid of these claws too?
Is that
Obviously,
possible?
that's part of you.
Dre, you are full of surprises.
You haven't seen my talon or my talons or claws I've had on me that are always there.
No, I was more impressed that you were able to take them off.
I didn't take them off.
Oh,
It was a joke, Getsu.
I see. Ketchum will like look down at his own claws.
Don't try it. Don't try it. There'll be a lot of blood and a lot of pain.
I hear it's very painful. We do have a medical facility 1 floor up, though, if need be.
No, I like my claws.
All right,
Alrighty.
I'm gonna leave another note for Ketla, kind of like as an extension of the note I already put. Change of plans. Going to an orphanage. Might bring back, and then
That's not concerning with this group.
and then I'm gonna leave a joke at the bottom. Might bring back a kid. Who knows?
All right.
And as we leave, I will have Tristan will just follow me.
Okay.
Getsu, you'll have a friend with you.
I like friends.
Raven will put his swords next to Dre's gun before leaving. At this point, like bag full of swords.
I guess I shouldn't bring this bag full of alchemist fire either. So you'll see Dre take his backpack off or his like satchel off and put it on the table very carefully, and you hear jingle, 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 jingle.
How much weaponry is on this group? All of it.
All of it.
I'm gonna look at Ray and be like, "Do you mind if I borrow a corner of your lab to stash my gear?"
Go for it. There's even a storage closet in the corner if you want, but there's also an empty table over in the corner.
All right, I'm gonna carefully pull out a rapier, a light crossbow, a freaking spear, a garrote wire that's like hooked inside a sleeve, and a couple of other.
When did you get all of this?
That's part of the
Oh,
standard gear.
This group disarming themselves is just use the armory now.
Also, Dre, you would definitely know that garrote wires are super illegal.
For you guys.
Yeah. Why?
You guys.
Why? I thought you were. It's a no weapon.
I'm gonna pull out a license and be like, yeah, I had to go through classes and a bunch of training, and rooks are some of the only people in the city that can legally carry.
I mean,
Switchblade
I have one in my.
wires.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I have one in my closet, but those are a no weapon.
For you.
I mean, mine's used for research.
Uh-huh. You don't have to say anything to me. I don't care.
Illegal thing. Raven would just end up carrying illegal things, but nope, knowing they're illegal.
That sounds about right.
But yeah, if you have the proper licensing, you're allowed to do pretty much whatever, up to and including murder.
I mean,
Really?
it needs licensing if you don't get caught.
Exactly.
That was my philosophy.
Well,
And I'm the doctor here.
let's just say if you guys ever do manage to upset the wrong people and end up on a contract, well, good luck to you.
No worries. I hardly ever get caught.
I only
Nobody's
kill when
caught me
needed.
yet. They've never told me about it, so that's okay.
I think that mage I killed back at the site was my 5th kill.
Really?
You guys keep track.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, sometimes going into or into unknown territory, armed with a gun, you gotta do what you gotta do.
It's true. I
I
agree.
know I'm new, but everybody I ever got lessons from back in the Rooks just never bothered counting because apparently after 20 you just it starts to blur.
I would like
I've
not to
never
kill.
killed a lot of people, but I've killed a lot of creatures.
I've
Creatures I
killed
don't
my
count.
fair share. Sometimes someone just needs killing.
That's why we're
Exactly.
Sometimes someone's stopping me from entering a dig site. You know what that entails? Is a 22 to the dome.
You do have a point there.
Hmm.
You are quite the shot.
Sometimes nobles deserve it.
Yeah,
I
Gatsby,
agree.
did you not? Were
But
you paying attention to that wizard? That wizard had its had their ribs ripped out.
It was quite the shot while I was also trying not to die myself. I did try to keep watch, however.
Hi. Dre, do you call for a car or anything?
Yeah. Well, I'll call for. They have a car. Didn't their person stay? Like the guy who gave.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
remember.
sure.
Yeah, and I have my
Or-
bike with Tristan's sidecar attached already.
Yeah.
So, Ollie will meet you guys in front of the school. Just tell your driver to wait, as I'm in staff parking, and I will be saying this as I'm getting goggles put on Tristan and getting my goggles from the corner.
Okay.
all right.
Sounds wonderful.
Good deal.
And I'll meet you guys out front.
Cool. You'll meet out front. I assume, Zara, you tell the driver where you're going.
Yeah, I'd give him directions to Mouse's Oakwood Home for Children.
Great. All right, so you guys make it there. It's like a 10-minute drive. It's not too bad. Traffic is cleared up a bit. And yeah, you get there. It is the nicest orphanage anybody has ever seen. It's clearly not hurting for money.
I wonder why.
It's well appointed. It's got a really nice playground in the front, and backs onto parkland kind of thing.
You grew up here?
Yeah, my parents, they both ended up in some shitty situations with the nobles, so I ended up staying here instead of becoming one of the indentured servants.
Oh, I know those sort of life.
Back in the day, this orphanage was started by my guildmaster Kiramud. They would buy slave kids and bring them here so that they wouldn't have to have a shitty life.
I'm very unfamiliar with the streets parts of this city. Probably because I'm only like 6 years old, but I was hatched and I went to school a year later and had my PhD 3 years later.
Well, lucky you.
The rest of us had to grow up on the streets and shit.
Well, I mean,
Sure.
a little insight onto kobolds is we are pretty. If I'm correct, we mature at 1 year old, or we're young adults at 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I'm learning
wild.
so much.
But yeah, this is, you'd think this is an orphanage for rich kids, but it's actually, it takes in everybody and usually works with hard luck cases first.
Well,
That's
lead the
really
way. I would love to speak to the
I think I like this place.
orphan master, the leader, your dad.
Dad. The kids all call him Ada.
Ada.
It's a non-gendered parental term.
Amazing. I like this place.
And then Zara would.
As you guys are getting out of the car and like all talking, one of the older kids who would have been in the orphanage at the same time as Zara runs up and like tussles Zara's fur on top of her head, and it's just like, hey, what are you doing here, huh? I thought you were too good for us, Miss Rook.
Zara sticks her tongue out and chuckles and goes, "Nah, you're still all family."
Yeah, that's good. You here to see Dad?
Mm-hmm. Is he around or is he out shopping?
He's here. He's just teaching right now, but I can go take over.
All right. Does anything need to be done around here? Any like yard work or cooking?
No, we've got it taken care of.
All right.
And she'll lead you guys in.
Is that your sibling?
Yeah, we're kind of all siblings here.
Wild.
Amazing.
And as you guys walk through the door, does anybody have a weapon on them?
Nope.
No, we left them at the building. We're good.
Tetsu?
Me and his gauntlet.
Raggy.
Nobody can see if he's in a fox farm, though.
That's true.
It doesn't matter if they can see it.
Doesn't it like meld into his skin though when he's in fox form?
Yes, he has like one white paw.
Yeah.
He's like an all black fox with like one mitten.
This is adorable mitten.
And as Raven with Getsu on your shoulders goes through the door or tries to go through the front entrance, it just like the door isn't open and it's just like a wall of force for Getsu.
Wait, does that mean
Everything
Raven
goes
walks
in
through
fine.
and Betsy falls off?
Yes.
Poor guy.
I take it that's the weapon scanner.
Yeah, so it looks like you're actually gonna have to take your gauntlet off.
Zara would look at the door and like a little bit surprised and just go, "Wow, I've actually never seen it in progress, like actually work before. Most people just actually listen."
I think
I'm
it was
actually-
just assumed since you can't tell that he has it. He's a fox right now.
I can't believe I have to leave Sparky Boom Gauntlet. He'll transform out of fox form and look sadly down at it and then take the gauntlet off. Stay safe here. And is there any place around where he can hide it?
Back in the
Car?
Yeah.
He'll just rush back to the car and leave it in there.
All right.
Upset.
So everybody gets inside. As you do, you see how tall is Methuselah Gattaca? He's like 6'1".
Yeah, he's around 6 feet, somewhere in there. I can find out for sure. Just give me 2
Yes.
seconds.
So he's 4 of me. Got it.
He's
Sorry,
Yeah,
3.
they're notably taller than us. His tends to be the height of other characters.
yeah, 6'1".
Yeah, Getsu's not that tall either.
I mean, how tall is Getsu in human form?
I think I have him at like 5'9".
So you're the tallest one in this
Yeah,
group.
he's 5'8".
Still the
Still
tallest one in
taller.
this group.
Yeah. All right.
That's
So
all
Two of
the
us are
like,
around 5 foot tall.
and one is
Gray's
2'2".
Exactly. We're the two of us are give or take an inch to either side of 5 foot.
Mm.
For once, I didn't make my character 6 foot tall.
It's honestly same.
Yeah, no, normally I go for 6 foot tall because I don't like being short because I'm actually short.
I always play halfling, so I'm always super short because halflings in 3.5 are like 2 foot as well.
Most of my characters are 5 foot 5 inches for a very specific and slightly concerning reason.
Fair.
Which
I
is
just have
hard
a
that
thing
that's
about
the
playing.
ideal height that CIA operatives are hired at because it blends in with crowds fastest.
Fun.
That's so cool.
I just play characters that I like the height I wish I was.
You know, that's valid. That's why I play shorter characters.
Same. Okay, so a Warforged comes out. Katika, you'll be able to do a better description of what he looks like than I will, so take it away.
He kind of looks exactly like Isaac from Orville, but with blue, instead of blue eyes, he's got green. And also his head doesn't come off and become a terrifying mini robot of death. That does not happen ever. Basically like sleek silver robot-y face without like a real expression, and kind of like, I think if you look, it kind of looks like he's got Kevlar like covering like all of the metal undergarments, and so yeah, just a very sleek, unassuming looking droid. Without like any like spot for his mouth or anything, it's just 2 glowy green eyes. So like any voice or speaking that he does, you can't like read his lips or anything. It's just like audio. I don't know if that helps, but yeah, that's the description.
Yeah, that's
He
great.
just kind of stares confusedly.
Hello.
What was his name again?
Methuselah Espouse, and it's them.
Okay.
They look at you and they smile and they're just like, "Oh, Zara, welcome home. Everyone else, pleasure to meet you. I'm Methuselah."
It is a pleasure.
Hey, Ada.
He'll extend a hand to Raven and Getsu, like one at a time, and then he'll like sort of crouch down and extend a hand to Dre.
I'll just stare at him. I can reach up, you know.
He's like, "I'm sorry. I'm used to dealing with children."
I'm sure most of the kids here are older than me, but I can assure you I am no child. And I'll reach my hand up purposefully and wait for him to shake it.
He'll stand and shake your hand.
Get to extend a paw and to shake his hand.
The revelation to the other characters is that Dre is like child aged.
Yeah, I guess I've
He's
never
like,
told the
how-
party my age.
Nope.
He's like, "How can I help?"
We might want to go to your office for this one, Ada.
Very well. And they'll lead you up to the uppermost level of the orphanage and into a modest office.
Let's take a look around. This is a very humbling office. I'd like it.
It's lovely.
If he could grin, he would. He sort of chuckles and or they sort of chuckle and look at you all and go, yes, well, I find myself not really in need of luxuries, and I would rather the funding I receive go toward the children.
Yeah, that's a very honorable thing to do. At least you have a view. My laboratory doesn't really have a view as I'm stuck in the basement at the school.
Ah, yes. You're from the academy, are you?
Yes, and that's kind of what I'm here to talk to you about.
Very well. They'll sit down at their desk and be like, is this a sensitive topic?
Very
It's
much
one you
so.
should probably not talk about.
Of course. And they'll just like press a button on their desk and be like, we can now talk in peace.
How I'm gonna take a seat right in front of him. Tristan will kind of fall under my legs. You've heard of dragons before, haven't you?
Oh, many times. This is not my native world.
Zarya looks stunned.
How old are you, sir? Or how old are you? Name, I forget your name.
Methuselah.
Nathuselah.
If it's easier, you can simply call me Mouse.
How old are you, Mouse?
They just sort of sit there, blink a couple of times. 2,342 years old.
My word.
Do you have any recollection or memory of what was it? The third Vonphian
Vonphian dynasty.
Are you familiar with the third Vonphian dynasty?
I have read of them. I was not on this world in that time frame, but I have read of them. Why?
I am currently looking for answers. It's all theory right now of how to hatch a dragon egg.
A dragon egg. Well, if I am correct, dragons on this world produce or reproduce in a most intriguing manner, and they absorb latent magic in order to hatch.
That's what I've read too. I've also heard that they regurgitate their heart when they get to a certain age, and it turns into an egg, as dragons are asexual.
Yes.
Do you have any books or any suggestions on where I can start doing my theoretical research at or in?
Well, I would assume the university would have the most well-appointed library, but if you don't find anything to meet your needs there, might I suggest one of the temples?
Is there a temple dedicated to the ways of the old?
Oh. He thinks for a second. Give me a second. Give me a moment. The Temple of Nuona would be a good place to start. Her worship is one that focuses much on the history of the world.
That's perfect. Thank you for your time. And I will pull out. Let's see here. We'll drop a bag of 100 gold pieces on his table and just say, "This is for your time. Call this a donation."
Your donation is most appreciated, sir.
And I'll take my bow and I will look at Zara. I will be outside. I'm sure Tristan here has to go to the bathroom, and I'm sure some of the kids here would love to hang out, play with him.
Sounds good. Zara's still like leaning against the wall, processing the fact that her dad is from a different freaking plane of existence, apparently. I've never been told this.
Just brought up in such a casual conversation, too.
Oh, by the way,
Raven's just still looking around the office.
There's not a lot to see.
And it's just like
There's
and
children's
just
art
kind of
artwork.
quietly says, maybe once all my other my other plans are done with, maybe I could come help out here.
Methuselah would smile and be like, "You accept all volunteers."
I would have liked a place like this when I was younger.
It's a pity that you weren't able to join us.
I wish I could bring my brother here.
What's stopping you?
He's hiding out in the desert until I complete my mission.
I see.
Only then will I be able to face him again.
Well, if it comes time and you wish to bring your brother here, we would be happy to have him.
I appreciate that.
And they'll stand and they'll offer everyone a notable bow. Not super deep, but like definitely bowing from the waist. And then they'll walk over and open the door and then walk back to their desk and press the same button. And the air will like feel lighter when he presses or when they press the button the second time.
Oh my. What is that?
This? Oh, it's a zone of silence. In
I think
other
it's
words,
like
what's
what
said within
Ilya
the
did in
zone.
the noble's house.
What's said within the zone is only audible within the zone. And that happens to be my office.
Incredible. Ah. What's your next?
So, Dre, you're outside with Tristan, and there's like a pack of kids that are like asking if you have a ball that you can throw for him or something that they can throw for him or anything.
I do not, but you can go grab that stick over there, and I'll point to like a stick or a stick that's just put on the ground underneath the tree. I see. He catches sticks, or he'll fetch sticks.
And yeah, the kids will go grab a stick and just start throwing the stick for Tristan for a bit.
He still has his goggles on too, so.
What kind of dog is Tristan?
He's a border collie.
Oh,
Okay. This is just a border collie with goggles on. That's
Hey,
adorable.
you know, you know the wind when he's in the passenger car.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's just adorable.
Dogs are always adorable in goggles, though.
Mhm,
It's true.
mhm.
As somebody who lives with multiple dogs and multiple people who ride motorbikes.
Alrighty. So everybody, I assume you head outside where Drea's hanging out and the kids are playing with Tristan.
Onwards.
Zara,
Yes, it
how
would
long have you been
definitely-
out of the orphanage?
A few
Oh.
years. I kind of joined the Rooks, but I was like really worried that my Ada would hate it because he's all like a life caring about like doing a life paladin, and the Rooks are, you know, the most violent organization in all of fucking office.
Yeah. He's not thrilled with your life choices, but he's also allowing you to make your own decisions.
Yeah,
Aw.
well. So Zara's just kind of leaning against the orphanage wall, looking a little sad and like thinking to themselves. Herself. Yeah.
Raven's just like observing the entirety of the building from what he can see.
Keto is as well. He's very interested in this place. It's pretty.
Raven's just like in awe at the entire idea.
I can't believe such a place exists.
I would have loved to have something like this. To have even known it existed.
Oh, hope. If only I could tell my younger self not to give up on it.
Yeah.
No use thinking about the past, however. Onwards to the future.
Raven just nods in agreement.
I would like to see Tristan again. Oh.
Did you wake up from your slumber?
Was that Sky?
Yeah. She like rolled over, crawled to beside me, and then just like stretched.
A lot, a lot.
All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Orphans are us. Yeah, basically. Every
Yeah.
face of the party is orphans.
Yep.
I mean, I technically don't really have parents. Like, they're just kind of born and then thrown into school.
It's true.
Was I an orphan, or like, am I
I
still
don't know if that
considered an
counts.
orphan?
Yeah, are you?
I don't know. Man. That's up to
I don't
you.
know if that counts or not.
That's getting into the nitty gritty.
The rest of us have the traditional dead parents method of orphan.
Well, I mean, Zara never considered her parents to be dead because they were like career criminals that ended up like doing terrible things, and so they were just not there
Fair.
to take care of her.
I mean, I think that still falls into orphan territory.
But I don't think
Yeah.
Zara ever really considered themselves an orphan, despite growing up in a literal orphanage, because it all just felt like home and family there. So
Raven probably didn't even know the word orphan So Raven had one parent at the peak of number of parents. It's okay.
Now the question is Ilmatri an orphan?
Close enough. Having read her backstory, close enough.
What's having parents?
Or couldn't
Who
be
needs
me.
parents?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, brain, don't stall out on me.
Zara's gonna like wait upstairs or like go like find Methuselah if he's not busy and be like, Dad, can I talk to you?
Of course, Zara.
She's like gonna do the whole tail drooping, ears drooping thing that she only really ever did in the orphanage because that's the only place she ever really felt safe to be, you know, a cat.
Oh,
And she's gonna just be like, I didn't ruin, like, I'm still welcome here, right?
Of course.
You're not unbearably disappointed with me for all time? Nervous and dramatic.
No, Zara, I'm not. If I was disappointed with you, you would know.
I guess, yeah.
And if this is about you joining the Rooks, well, keep in mind who my primary donor is.
That's kind of why I joined them, honestly. I felt so much anger growing up, and I thought at least I could put it to good use.
I know. We're good.
Dave gives Methuselah a big hug and is like, thanks, Dad.
Right.
Fuck, now I'm gonna cry.
No, that was me on Thursday. No more crying.
Oh, we gotta stop doing emotional stuff then.
Sad backstory moments.
All right. You head back outside, I assume?
Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with Tristan and the kids. Maybe like read stories to like some of the smaller ones because I feel like Zara would be one of those people that's got like the really expressive voices when they want to. So they're gonna like help with a reading circle and invite Getsu because why not?
yes.
So I'm gonna be like, hey Getsu, wanna help me read to some kids? The books are all fairly low level, so they should be like right around your reading age.
I do need to practice reading some more. I suppose I shall assist.
And I'm gonna look over at Raven and be like, you wanna come too? There's snacks.
Sure.
Snacks.
Raven will just follow.
Yeah, so it would be like a bunch of 5 to 7-year-old kids, and Zara would like be like making cups of goldfish crackers and like little fruit snacks and like passing them out to everybody, and then like passes one to Getsu and one to Raven. Thanks.
Raven's just like curiously observing what this new snack is.
My, I've never had this before.
Neither have I.
Well, the orange fish looking ones are kind of like salty and crunchy, sort of taste like cheese, and then the gummy ones are like little fruit like flavored candies, basically.
Getsu's ears are like in attention at these as he's staring down at them.
And it would be like, you know, like a little like kid friendly like library area, like with like animal rugs and like colored blocks and things like that.
How interesting. I'll nibble at it and take a bite of them. Delicious.
I'm assuming we don't have to like roll anything for story time.
No.
But,
No, you can
but
you
yeah.
can do story time.
Story
Although,
time
like-
at disadvantage.
But yeah, like different kids of like all different kinds of different species and ages would like be bringing like various books up to read. Not chapter ones because that'd be too long, but like
Hmm.
All right. I'm running out of steam.
that's fair.
Fair.
Understandable.
Do we want to maybe head back to Ila's place? We can pick her up next time,
Yeah,
and
sure.
then
Like
go investigate the Temple of Nuana.
maybe we
Sounds
can
good.
get our weapons back from Dre's office and then go.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea. Dre's office to get weapons, maybe drop off Dre, and then to Ilya's place.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Wouldn't we want Dre if we're going to explore the temple?
Depending which place Dre wants to be.
Yeah,
I mean, it
I'm
depends if
coming
Dre
to
wants
the
to stay at his
No, I'm
universe
coming
or
to
not.
the temple.
All hands on deck.
All right.
Definitely got to go pick up the weapons first.
All right. So like story time
Yeah.
closes in like an hour and
It's off to
Stuff.
get the weapons, the mighty weapons of Oz.
The armory worth of weapons that we carry.
Yeah.
Especially with
most
the amount of swords
dangerous.
Raven has at this point.
It's just collecting swords on swords.
Yeah. Basically. All right.
How many swords can
Um,
one tiefling own?
Too many. Too many.
We know Raven's just gonna keep collecting them too.
Yo.
Oh,
What?
Uh,
Hi.
big
sounds-
feeling.
Sounds like there's a dog that really wants some attention, so we're gonna go right out.
Thank you all for
big-
watching.
Thanks, for
Thanks,
watching.
everybody.
Okay, just calm down. 2 minutes. There, I'm touching you. Okay, now you're better. I literally just have my hand like I just put my hand on my dog's like back, and now she's quiet.
Oh, someone has feelings. Someone has big feelings.
What, should I take my hand off? Oh. Look away. Oh, she's actually good.
Oh, she just needed that little bit of attention. She's like, I don't need much, just a little bit.
All right. Thanks for coming, everybody. Sorry for the short session.
Short
Yep.
session.
Thank you all.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.